Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, is quite possibly the most famous traveler objections in Europe. With its colleges, foundations, and exploration establishments, alongside in excess of 40 exhibition halls, various theaters, and amusement settings, Amsterdam is likewise the nation's driving social place. Moreover, the city is celebrated for its some very much protected notable homes, spread out in an example of concentric sections looking like a fan and based on heaps passed through an upper layer of mud into the firm, sandy base up to 18 meters underneath. Everything considered, somewhere in the range of 6,750 structures dating from the 16th to 18th hundreds of years are packed into a zone of 2,000 sections of land, taken apart by 160 channels grachten, themselves home to various houseboats. Numerous pleasant extensions interface the city's 90 islands, 8 of them old wooden bascule spans, including the Mager Bridge, one of the city's most often captured. Find the best places to visit in the city with our rundown of the top vacation destinations in Amsterdam. 1. Rijksmuseum, one of Amsterdam's most mainstream attractions, and unquestionably its most significant craftsmanship vault, the Rijksmuseum National Museum, was established in 1798 to house the country's enormous assortment of uncommon workmanship and ancient pieces. The gallery's great assortment incorporates 1 million social relics dating from the 13th century to the present day, among them in excess of 8,000 significant works of art spread across 250 rooms of this rambling structure. Notwithstanding its canvases, the Rijksmuseum brags a very much supplied library in excess of 35,000 books and compositions, just as various interesting presentations managing the advancement of craftsmanship and culture in the Netherlands. Of exceptional note are its assortments of conventional crafted works, Middle-Age model, and present-day craftsmanship styles. 2. Anne Frank House. On the Prinsengracht stands Anne Frank House, Anne Frank Huis. Devoted to the really short existence of one of the world's most popular Holocaust casualties, this is the genuine home wherein Anne's family stowed away for a lot of World War II. They were Jewish exiles from the German city of Frankfurt, and it was here that Anne composed the journal that turned into a global hit after the war, only a long time after her demise at age 15 and only 2 months before the war finished. A significant part of the home has been kept as it was during Anne's time, and it fills in as a powerful landmark to a deplorable time of history. An expression of alert, tickets do sell out up to at least 2 months ahead of time, so make certain to prepare and buy your tickets early on the web, see the site address underneath. Different features incorporate a fine organ dating from 1622, alongside an intriguing marble segment put there in 1906 in memory of Rembrandt, who was covered external the congregation. He was later reinterred inside the church. 3. Van Gogh Museum. An absolute necessity visit for workmanship fans and antiquarians, the fantastic Van Gogh Museum has been one of Amsterdam's top attractions since it opened in 1972. Devoted to the regularly upset life and unprecedented imaginativeness of one of the nation's most worshipped painters, this cutting-edge Gerrit Rietveld planned construction is home to the world's biggest assortment of Van Gogh artistic creations and relics, quite a bit of it gave by his sibling, Theo, and other relatives. Flaunting an amazing 200 artworks, 500 etchings and drawings, just as 700 letters written to and by loved ones, the assortment is part into key times of the craftsman's life, his reasonable works 1880 to 1887, including the popular The Potato Eaters, and his impressionist period from 1887 to 1890, which saw the formation of maybe his most popular work, Vase with Sunflowers. 4. Jordaan. Jordaan is the most mainstream of Amsterdam's areas and is notable for its blend of local locations with garden yards, exuberant business sectors, and upscale stores and restaurants. The zone is likewise home to a lot of fun activities, from going for a charming walk along the numerous beautiful roads to investing energy visiting the many first-class vacation destinations situated here. Albeit most popular is the area of Anne Frank House, the territory is additionally home to lesser realized fortunes like the Woonboots Museum, a skimming exhibition hall devoted to houseboats, and the fascinating, genuinely, Amsterdam Cheese Museum. 5. Vondelpark. The biggest and most visited park in Amsterdam, Vondelpark involves 120 sections of land and contains no limit of fun activities. Notwithstanding scopes of green space dabbed by tranquil lakes and crossed by sufficient ways, the recreation center is home to a dazzling rose nursery including in excess of 70 unique kinds of the bloom. It additionally has an assortment of models and sculptures, jungle gyms, and other sporting offices, including rollerblade rental and the Vondelpark open-air theater, which fills in as a setting for melodic and stage creations from May through September. On the off chance that you haven't pressed an excursion, don't stress, the recreation center is likewise loaded with bistros where you can appreciate a bite or a full meal. 6. Dam Square. Dam Square is perhaps the most vacationer-stuffed territories of Amsterdam, and in light of current circumstances. Its most noticeable element is the 17th-century Royal Palace, Koninklijk Palace, previous home of the Dutch illustrious family and present-day setting for imperial capacities. Dam Square is additionally home to top vacation spots like the New Church, New Kerk, Madame Tussauds Wax Historical Center, and the National Memorial Statue, which is devoted to Dutch troopers who lost their lives in World War II. 7. Imperial Palace of Amsterdam. In the past, the town hall, the Royal Palace of Amsterdam, Koninklijk Paleis van Amsterdam, fills in as the king's home when he's in the city. Its development was a fantastic undertaking when begun in 1648 and required the sinking of 13,659 heaps to help the mammoth construction. In view of the engineering of old Rome, the outside is carefully old-style, while the inside is grandly outfitted, its lofts designed with an abundance of reliefs, ornamentation, marble models, and friezes, alongside roof artworks by Ferdinand Bol and Govert Flinck, students of Rembrandt. Different features remember one of the best furniture assortments for the world. The city treasurers stay with its marble chimney and roof artworks by Cornelis Holstein, and the Hall of the Aldermen, additionally containing canvases by Bol and Flinck. The biggest and most significant room is the Council Hall, richly improved and perhaps the most excellent staterooms in Europe. 8. Rembrandt House Museum. Rembrandt, alongside his better half Saskia, spent the most joyful and best long stretches of his life in the house on the Jodenbriestraat, presently home to the Rembrandt House, Museum het Rembrandthuis. It was here, in the Jewish quarter, that he discovered models for his biblical subjects, and where he painted the sights from his numerous excursions along the channels. Rembrandt lived here for a very long time, and the house has been outfitted in 17th-century style with various etchings and individual articles. English-language guided visits are accessible. Simply a 2-minute leave is Zuiderkerk, South Church, where 3 of Rembrandt's kids are covered, just as one of his understudies. Developed somewhere in the range of 1603 and 1611, it was the main Protestant church to be underlying Amsterdam after the Reformation and was planned by modeler Hendrik de Keyser, who is additionally covered here. 9. The Botanical Gardens. Amsterdam offers an astounding portion of nature in the actual heart of the city. Hortus Botanicus Amsterdam, the city's professional flowerbed, is one of the world's most established and should be remembered for your touring agenda. Established in 1638, this much-visited fascination started life as an unassuming spice garden for specialists and pharmacists. Today, it highlights uncommon plants and trees, outlandish blossoms, and a huge nursery enveloping diverse tropical zones. 10. Artis, Amsterdam Royal Zoo. Not exactly a 5-minute walk away from the greenhouses is Artis, Amsterdam's superb regal zoo. This elite fascination was set up in 1838 and is perhaps the most seasoned zoo in Europe. It highlights an assortment of animals from around the world in an obscure nursery setting specced with various authentic structures. The aquarium, for instance, was built in 1882 and highlights shows including a coral reef framework and an intriguing look under an Amsterdam trench.